raise your hand if you're tired of endless back and forth emails just to set up a meeting. So let's end that for good with one simple scheduling trick you can set up in minutes. Instead of asking people when they're free, use a smart scheduling link. Tools like Calendly or Google Calendar appointment slots let others just pick a time that works for them based on what you've already marked as available. So let me show you how to set up both options. We're going to go ahead and start with Calendly. So it works seamlessly with the calendar that you set it up with, and it will automatically pull in your availability and update this so people can only book slots that are open on your calendar. So all you have to do is update your actual calendar and it will be updated in Calendly. So I love this platform and they do have a really great free option, but you will only be able to set one event type, and that just means the type of meeting. So whether it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour, and it will be limited to one calendar. So it's a great option if you typically only have one time frame that you use for meetings. But if you need more time slots or more calendars pulled in, they do have a standard option, which is $12 a month. And that's the one I use because I do have multiple times for meetings. But the free option is great, but this just gives you kind of a good overview on pricing. So this will work with Google and Microsoft calendars. So to create an account, all you have to do is just click Get Started right here. And this will walk you through a series of questions, and you'll need to choose which account's calendar you want to set this up for. You'll also be able to change this in your account if you need to later on. So in the settings, it's automatically set to sync cancellations and reschedules from your calendar to Calendly. So that's all taken care of. And then one other thing when you're setting it up is that you can set when you are typically available for meetings. So what days and times. You can always change this. I never want people to book on a Monday or Friday, so I make sure those days aren't included in my schedule when people can select time slots. So I just created this new account and it's on a free version, and it automatically created this 30-minute meeting for me once I went through all those settings that I just talked to you about. So let me show you how you would customize this and then share the link with people. So I'm going to go to this little gear icon right here in the upper right-hand corner on the meeting box. I'm going to select that and then go down and select Edit. This little window will pop out, and then I can just go through and change these settings. So for duration, let's say instead of 30 minutes, I want an hour. So I'm going to change that to 60 minutes. You could also enter a custom duration, which is really helpful. And then for location, you can set whether you want it to be a Google Meet, a Microsoft Teams, a Zoom call, a phone call, or even in person, which is really helpful. And then right below that, I have my availability that I was talking about. So right now it has it set to Monday through Friday. So if I want to customize this and make it so people can't book calls with me on Monday or Friday, or even change the times, all I'm going to do is select this little pencil icon right here, and then I can edit my schedule. So I'm going to remove Monday. I'm going to remove Friday. And then let's say too, for these days, I don't want my meetings to start until after 10. So I'm going to go down and customize the time. Okay, perfect. And then this will just apply to the one event type. So I'm going to select apply to that. And then one other thing right here in availability, you can also change how far in advance people can book a meeting with you. So 60 days feels a bit far for me. I'm going to do 30 days instead. And then you can also change the time frame in which people have to book with you. So right now it's set to 4 hours notice. So once it got to like 2 hours before that time, they wouldn't be able to book with you. So you could change that right here as well. I'm going to select Save Changes, and then all of those changes are now saved and applied to this meeting. Now to share this booking link with other people, all you have to do is select Copy Link. That will be copied to your clipboard, and then you can paste this in any email and share with people that way. And then you can also add this booking link to your email signature so people can easily access it whenever they're talking to you, which is really helpful, but super quick and easy. Now, this next one is specific to Google Calendar. So this is a great free option if you use Google Calendar. So it's called Appointment Slots. And to do this, all you have to do is just log in to your Google Calendar. And in the top left corner, go to Create. So I'm going to select that and then go down to Appointment Schedule. So this little window will pop out and you can customize this. So I'm going to add in my title. So I have my little title for this, which is Content Creation Sync. And I can set up the appointment duration. So I want this to be 30 minutes. And then just like Calendly, I can create my availability. So I don't want to do meetings on Mondays or Fridays again. So I'm just going to select this circle with a line through it to mean I'm unavailable all day. And then again, I can come in here and adjust the time if I would like. And then right here at the top, you can select if you want this to repeat weekly or not, or a custom one. I want this to repeat weekly, so I'm going to leave that as is. And then again, you can do your scheduling window. So right now it's set to 60 days in advance, and then they can book up to 4 hours in advance. So I'm going to select that and then just customize this to 30 days. And then let's say I want 5 hours instead. And then next, if I have a specific date where I'm going to be out of the office or I'm going on vacation and I just want to change those specific dates availability, I can go in here and adjust that. And then underneath that, I can further customize the appointment settings. And this is really helpful. So I can add time between appointment slots. So if I want like a 30-minute buffer in between meetings, so I'm not back to back to back and running from one thing to the next, which is really nice. I typically like to do about 15 minutes. And then you can also limit how many people book meetings with you per day. And then if guests can invite other people. So just some more settings that are really, really helpful. And then I can select which calendar I want it to link to check for availability. It's already on the one that I want. And then I can add co-hosts as well, add other people to co-host these appointments with me, which is really helpful. So I'm just going to select next. So I can add a booking page photo and name. It's pulling in my Google account photo, which works for me. And then I can select the location right here. So this is a Google product, so it's only going to let me use Google Meet rather than Zoom or Teams. And then I can do an in-person meeting or a phone call. I'm going to do Google Meet video conferencing. I can add a description. And then below that, we have the booking form. So what I'm asking for from them. So I want their first name, last name, email address. I can add an item and then require an email verification just to make sure that everything is legit with the person that's trying to book a call with me. And then right here for booking confirmation and reminders, I have calendar invitation is always set, and then I can do an email reminder. So I can do it one day before, 30 minutes before, and then I can also add an additional one. So if I want it the day before and then also 10 minutes before just to make sure they show up, I can do that as well, which is really, really helpful. It's all automated, which saves me a ton of time. And then I'm just going to select save. So I have a lot of stuff on my calendar right now, but you can kind of see on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I have this appointment schedule right here that I just went through and created. And then to kind of see this from the person's point of view who would be booking the appointment with me, I'm going to open up that booking page. So you can see that it's pulling in all the different time slots that I'm available and working around the current meetings that I have. And then they could easily just select a time that works for them, put in their information, and then book it. And then I'll get an email confirmation when they've booked an appointment with me. And then to share this booking link with other people, just kind of like the Calendly link works, I would just click on the appointment schedule. And then instead of open booking page, I would just select share and then copy this link right here. And then that's copied to my clipboard. And then I can email that to people or again, put that in my email signature for just easy access. So it's quick, professional, and saves you from playing email ping pong and trying to figure out a meeting time that works for both of you. So once you start using it, you won't go back. So I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.